ค่ะสวัสดีทุกท่านนะคะสวัสดีค่ะผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านค่ะวันนี้ก็มาพบกับเบสอีกแล้วนะคะเบสติน่าชูสุขค่ะในวันนี้เป็นวันที่2ของกิจกรรมที่เราจัดขึ้นค่ะกิจกรรมของเรามีชื่อว่าสัมมนาออนไลน์ DITP Overseas เปิดโอกาสตลาดใหม่และสร้างความมั่นใจตลาดเดิมเราจัดกิจกรรมขึ้นทั้งสิ้น3วันนะคะระหว่างวันที่17ถึง19สิงหาคมพุทธศักราช2564นี้ค่ะกิจกรรมดีๆนี้จัดขึ้นโดยสำนักพัฒนาตลาดและธุรกิจไทยในต่างประเทศ2นะคะจากกรมส่งเสริมการค้าระหว่างประเทศกระทรวงพาณิชย์ค่ะซึ่งทั้ง3วันนี้ทุกท่านจะได้รับทราบข้อมูลเชิงลึกที่น่าสนใจไม่ว่าจะเป็นข้อมูลการค้ารายประเทศหรือสินค้าดาวรุ่งในภูมิภาคอเมริกาลาตินอเมริกาภูมิภาคยุโรปและ CIS และภูมิภาคแอฟริกาและตะวันออกกลางค่ะซึ่งในแต่ละวันค่ะเราจะจัดสัมมนาออนไลน์กันทั้งสิ้น4หัวข้อนะคะและ4หัวข้อของวันนี้ได้แก่หัวข้อแรกคือ Our way on how we make good business in Argentina and approach from home decor buyers' eyes หัวข้อที่2ค่ะโอกาสในการส่งออกสินค้าไทยไปบาห์เรนหัวข้อที่3ภาวะเศรษฐกิจการค้าของรัสเซียหลังโควิด -19 และหัวข้อที่4หัวข้อสุดท้ายของวันนี้นะคะ How to conquest the French market Ladies and gentlemen, now without further ado, we would like to turn the time over Ms. Jordana Brunero, buying manager from Arredo, for the presentation of our way on how we make a good business in Argentina and approach from home decor buyers' eyes. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Betty. Hi, everyone. Have a good day. Here it's 11 p.m. So I am really glad that I'll be able to do this presentation for you. I've been working in this company for 5 years now. So that's why I was putting there like an approach, because it's a bit of a point of view of how we do the business here in Argentina as a home decor textile retail company. And then on how things are here in the country for this type of business. So hope you like the presentation, and after I do finish this seminar, you can ask any questions you want. Okay, so thanks to the Embassy of Thailand and Aura Part that she gave me this opportunity. So thank you so much. Wait, I'll share with you my presentation. Okay, this is the title of this. Okay, wait. Okay, this is our logo. This is the way that we do here all our merchandising. That's called Arredo, the brand, and it's hashtag, meaning build home. That's the hashtag. Crear hogar in Spanish. Okay, so basically that's our essence of the brand. So. Okay, this is a family-owned retail company, but it's managed by a professional team. What that means is that we basically dedicate to do the design of every product that we do sell in our stores and in our website, and we manufacture 60% of everything that we do. So we mainly buy finished product, 40% of our company, which is really big. And we mainly do half of that in fabrics as well, because we manufacture a lot. So we aspire to do a wide range of other items, not only, even though our main focus is textiles, we currently do all our home businesses. So we develop a diverse audience. So we develop a lot of products to a diverse audience that covers all age ranges and socioeconomic levels. So we cover all LSMs, mainly from the middle to up branded, but we can say that we are focusing on a lot of different ages. Our mission, we are looking to drive and push changes into our communities, and then I'm going to explain you how we are doing that, how we've been building this, because the brand in the country has been here for 40 years. So we have a lot of, we mainly focus on the creativity, the diversity, and the sensitive of all the items that we do buy and sell for our customers, that they feel it at home when they get into their homes. When they buy our products, they feel at home. And then that's why I put a really visual presentation for you guys to understand the brand and how we do the things here. So, as I was telling you, we've got, this is a family-owned business, but we have a board of directors. The 9 directors, with only 3 of them are part of the family, is the Sasson family. So, and my boss here is Roberto Alessi, which is the director of product and sourcing. He has what is the buying department, the manufacturer, and the import-export department. So we do all the purchasing of the entire company. We are in 3 countries. Well, actually, we are in 2 countries at the moment. I'm going to tell you about a new one later, but we have 77 stores in Argentina and Uruguay, which only 28 are exclusive distributors, and the rest are own stores. So, and then as you can see here in the map, most of them are here in the capital city and around Buenos Aires, but we are mainly covering all the provinces of Argentina. So we have a good vast range of stores across the country. One marketplace of Chile, we are launching this one at the end of this year. So I'm going to let you know about that now. First, as I was telling you, between Argentina and Uruguay, we have around 700 workers. Well, I told you before about the stores that we own, then we have the 28 exclusive distributors. And then we've got 2 manufacturing premises. One is here in Argentina, in one province in the north, and another one in Uruguay. And then we got a sewing and cutting premise here in the DC. We had a DC here in Argentina and one in Uruguay. It's also owned by us. And our e-commerce that has 3,000 annual tickets. Our sales come from 59% out of physical stores, 30% online, and 11% out of exclusive distributors. Okay, this is the main like share of sales that we do at the moment between Argentina and Uruguay. What are we looking for next year? So the expected sales for next year is Argentina to be $80 million and Uruguay is 15. Our new market, Chile, is planning to launch at the end of this year in November or December. We are looking at that time, which is going to be for the first year a marketplace. The second year, we're going to add an official website. And then the third year, we're going to do a physical. We were trying to go for the physical stores. We think people are going to feel more our product, and we're going to go for that. And the expected sales for the third year is going to be $20 million. That's about Chile, which is launching this year. And this is about us now for next year. This is these are the front of mainly our stores. Over 4 million people visit our stores every year, staying between 15 and 20 minutes. Annual tickets are 820,000 at the stores, at the physical stores, and e-commerce is 300K. Online store. Okay, our rising star, I think, is a rising star great company at the moment. I think all the companies that have been working on that knew that after COVID, it's been the growing business across everyone else in the globe. But we launched the online business in 2014, and it's not long ago. We've been fully operating the store from 2014, and after lockdown, we just had the most. The higher growth of visitors after that. So you can see that I just put here the curve because we managed to have 8,002,000 visitors during that year, last year. So we had a lockdown about March. The 18th of March was the lockdown here in Argentina. We closed all the stores. There were 2 months, no physical stores open. And before that, we managed to have like a 20% of the sales coming out of, less than 20% of our sales were coming from the online business. And now we are in the 30%. We used to be in 100% and started slowing down after that. So we can see that's like, it's our growing, like, of course, we can think that there's a lot to do there. There's a lot of changes going on. That was the curve. We have 2 events, big events still today, which is a hot sale in April and May. And then we've got the other one, which is the Cyber Monday in October, November. It's just the end of October, November. So we have the other 2 peaks. And July and December, of course, we have the sale, the big sale and Christmas. But all in all, it's like our rising star. Okay, what the future holds for us? Okay, we thrive by setting the clients at the center of every decision, which is like the aim of, I think, every company. But it's our customers been with us for a long time, and we think that mainly we need to build a communication around an omni-channel kind of way, and our clients are like looking for that. Like the company and our brand needs to be the same in any kind of contact with the customer. So the closer relationship between customers and our sales team is adding value to this point in time in every process. The sales teams are the people that are the sales people that are the people that works at the stores, physical stores, and also we have a lot of people working with social kind of. They phone them and they've got these. We have a lot of surveys according to that, so to manage the new expectations of our clients that are buying across the different ways. Okay, this is like, okay, after I try to put a SWOT analysis for you to understand where's the company sitting now, which is Arredo, in our strengths and weaknesses as an Argentinian company, and the opportunities and threats, which is the Argentinian market. This is based in Argentina, which is, I can say that between Uruguay and Chile, it doesn't have any restrictions with imports and different other items. Like we have a lot of problems with that. I mean, more than problems are challenges, let's put it that way. It's Argentina and also like more or less like Brazil, that we've got a lot of things, but let me tell you more about our brand now. Our strength, customer confidence in the brand throughout the years. We've been in the market for 40 years and the people recognize us as like the top of mind brand in bedding. When I'm saying bedding, yes, we started as Arredo started as a home textile business, mainly focusing in the tabletop kind of products, and now it's really strong in bedding, in any kind of home decor bedding, and then like 85% of our sales come from that. We mainly focus on textiles. The product assortment for a wide range of ages and LSMs, as I was telling you before, because it's a brand that can be, it's not like one age brand, it's for everybody. And storing different formats throughout the country, which I already spoke about that. It's like it's spread all over the country. And we have small formats, big and really, really big stores, like 1,000 square meter stores. Then we got this with these weaknesses, which is business in COVID recovery process. Like after COVID, we as I was telling you before, like our company had that online business going on, but COVID came here, and then we just had to rush things up because we need to be up to date of what our customer needed. But we're still like, we had a lot of changes in a year, and we've been up to it. Our sales been growing fast. Slow reaction introducing new products into the market, and that probably is happening because of all these, the production lead times overseas are longer, and also customer that needs more and more and fun things. So yeah, we need to be up to that. And the digital transformation, which is in progress and still catching up, especially in the physical stores. And then the opportunities of the market is the lack of competition within home decor business. In Argentina, we don't have like any other brand that can be as big as is Arredo. We don't have any other, like we don't have Sarah Home, it's not here. H&M is not in the country, not even for clothing, and like not Anthropology. We don't have any brands. So there are some department stores and some other retail supermarkets, but not as a brand. This is the biggest brand in Argentina. The close down of many small and medium retailers since COVID, like they've been out like maybe 20,000. They've been like the growing, like really they closed a lot of smaller retailers were out of business. The high growth rate of our Mercado Libre official store. The Mercado Libre is almost like Alibaba. It's the biggest marketplace in Latin America. It's owned by an Argentinian, so it's an Argentinian company, but it's now it's very strong along Latin America. And the general growth sales in the home decor bedding categories. You can see that across the globe, like people now are working from home. So the need of changing any home decor kind of support bedding is like almost like a necessity at the moment. The threats, the economic instability with high currency exchange variations. We have really like high inflation rates, like our currency is not really good. Import license requirements and quotas. The government give us at the beginning of the year a quota of what you can be able to import based on the employees that you have, what you produce in the country. Well, as I showed you before, we have these premises, the manufacturing premises, and we have 700 employees, which help us with the quotas. But still, we've got a lot of license requirements, which we are like, so they are giving us a lot of that. The non-tariff barriers, they're not things that we can like, there's no, it's not, we've got a lot of problems with when we do like our upfront payments. The upfront maintenance are done okay, but then we need to nationalize the merchandise 90 days after that. That's another thing. It's just another barrier that they expect us to do. The excessive freight increase rates, I think that's mainly for any origin, but basically China, it's been growing so bad that the freights are like about what? 40 IQ to Argentina costs around $11,000, which is like insane compared to other years. And it's not like, we are not looking at that coming down, not in the night, like close to it. And the FOB prices increase due to commodity prices. Like the cotton is been going up, the polyester and any other commodity that's on business, it's been going up. We've the inflation of about a year ago. So yes, that's where the threats and the frights, I think, were the worst threats that we can find like at the moment. Getting to know our stores. Well, now I got this presentation, which is very visual, so I want you to see how it looks like here. Our vertical garden is like our brand. It's like we've got all the front of our stores are like this. This is a store of a front that exists like really in the country. And we built like about 3,000 square meters of these fronts here in Argentina. Okay, this is the inside of a store, which is everything is natural, no artificial plants. It's everything, it's really natural. This is the front of our store. And the store, like this is the visual merchandising of our stores. And what we aim for, this is one of our stores that that's been one of the latest stores that we launched. But this calming environment, simple exhibition, natural materials such as wood for our shelves, some unexpected bedding displays, and you can see that in every front of any store that has a window. You can see that they draw attention to the people inside the stores. I'm going to show you more. So this is the visual of the store. It's woody, it's natural, all it's in really neutral colors, blue, gray, and plants everywhere. We need to cut those because they grow so fast. This is also the living room of the latest, one of the latest stores that we launched here in the city center. This is inside the store, that vertical garden. This is the key displays. They've got more here. And what do our products look like? Okay. Our products come mainly, 40% comes out of our classic items. When I say classic items, it's more like solid type of items. And then like we adjust and we changed the color palette just on the solid side. But even if it's like not, sometimes it's even unbelievable, but 60% of our sales come out of printed items. Because as I was telling you, we design every item. I've got like these amazing designers that they design every print that we do in our sheeting, in our comforters, in our quilts, in our duvets. So actually that makes the difference of the brand. Even though we've got a lot of solid and natural products, it comes out of 60% of sales come out of printed items, which is a high rate, I think, for any brand. More of that is differential designed item, unique in our market. As I was telling you, it's unique. We don't nobody has it. It's simple and modern. The color palette is pastel and earthy tones. Visual harmony among all our assortment, and fashionable items that respond to seasonal, global, and local trends. I am going to explain that to you now. And what are we working on? This is so exciting because after even COVID, even everything that happened to us, we have so many projects, but we got I told you one before, is Chile, which we are launching at the end of the year. And now we've got the first one, which is Disney. We are launching our Disney Arredo collection in November 2021 for the summer. This summer, we already had that in place. We got the license, I think in February, March. That's when we signed a contract with Disney. And as you can see, some of it's going to be like an Arredo, like Disney by Arredo, but it's very Arredo. It's very it's not going to be like a merchandising of a Disney store. It's our brand that's going to have that essence, and you can see more of that. This is our actually the actual designs that we're going to put this year for some of the items that we are going to have this summer for Disney. Other things that we are working is the sustainability of the products that we work on, but we are very excited because this time we got this capsule that we are bringing in with the native collection. It's called Colección Nativa, means native collection. We are now in contact with many foundations of the native communities in the north of the country, which they live in like maybe 3,000 meters, like in the middle of the mountains, and they do this kind of art work with textiles, or in this case, this soy candle, they do it. I mean, they do all the wood by themselves. It's all handmade by these native communities. So we are giving back to them, where they need to work with, they need to have all these sort of things put together, and we bring it from the north. We manage everything, especially the freight, because we bring it from there. So this is the collection. It's already in our stores, even though we are going to the official launch is going to be in September but then we've got these things put together. These are made out of natural. It's a plant that's only planted here in Argentina called chaguar, but and these are the throws made of shama and wool. So yes, this is like the look like, but it's very Arredo as well. So we are so happy to bring these kind of local native communities into our stores. And what's trending? Okay, I've just put here in place how we do every collection, and among these two we have winter, summer, of course, collections, but among every collection we have always 3 trending boards. So we work on 3 sort of 3 different boards so that we can have all the items that go together and make sense. So by covering that, we cover the classic palette that we need for our 40% of our sales, and then all the prints comes with boards. Yes, so I think, and then we do these worlds inside the store. In these big stores, you can manage to do that on the window, on the bedding that I showed you before, and then that's how we do it. And that what we do mainly is that a year before, let me explain you in this small, we have this model here, the way that we're gonna, like a year before the winter starts, like we are working now, we started working on the global research of our trends for winter 2022. Yes, that we started about maybe 3 months ago. That's what the design team's been doing. Then we had our trend trip that luckily we managed to do it about a month ago to New York. We gather more information, we buy some samples, we select what to use from those samples, or what do we do. Then we do the board design, the final one that we're gonna do. So we work on these 3 boards. We do the color palette, and then we do the analysis, and then we do the planning. When we have the planning, probably it's at the end of the season when we know, now July, we're finishing our winter. So we are managing to know what worked really well, what we need to repeat, and what we are going not to repeat or not to have in our next year collection. And then we do the buying for the next collection. We are starting with that process at this point in time. So this is how we convert a board into a product. For example, this is for our summer. One of our trends called Dreamlike. So you can see that the board it's made like 6 months before, even before we buy. So these are the trends on the top, and then on the bottom you've got like 3 cushion covers that you can see how they match our trends. So that's why these then, if you put it all together in the store, that makes sense. It matches our quails, our sheeting, everything. This is the other one for this summer was Bloom. And this is how the way we convert it into a product. You know, we have the top of mind kind of design, and then we put it down to what we are going to sell in our stores. And this one is the last one, which is organic. This is very Arredo. This is where all our wide assortment and range comes out of these neutral colors. We always have one trend like that, in which has a lot of stripes and mainly geometrics and neutral colors. We work a lot on these ones. Like we have, I think, 50 Shades of Gray, same name as the movie, because we've got like maybe 10 different grays. It's our like one of our bestseller colors. This is like the way we put it down. And this is the most interesting thing for me and for this opportunity that we are doing now, and then I can tell you is the products that we are looking for, that we sometimes it's difficult for us to look for them, especially I haven't been abroad in the different fairs for the past year and a half. I hope to go back soon because I miss being with suppliers and having new stuff and what's going on, but this is what we are looking for. It's work from home furniture, desks, shelves, chairs, decor items like what is in bold is mainly what we look for, and we know that we have them in the stores, we sell them really well. Tables, lampshades, babies' accessories, planters, baskets, laundries, handcrafted items, and renewable raw materials. With this, what happens, it's like we are also looking for, there's a lot of recycled materials that they do same as fresh materials, and we are looking for that as well, like maybe recycled cotton or some of it, or some bags for our customers when they take it home and come from recycled PP, PET, or other materials as well. But handcrafted items, it's really welcome in the stores. We do a lot of baskets from different materials like seagrass, wicker, or others natural, and we do really well. Even though I don't know with the right now, the problem is like it's very volumetric, but still we sell it very well. Duties are not high there, and we don't have licenses, so it's basically an opportunity. These are the decor items that we are looking for, like planters and chairs, and this is out of cane, but the rustic stuff, if you can see, like all the items that I put here in place, they match our stores, the look of the stores, and that is very important because you don't see anything in gold or anything like really, it's very simple. We want to keep it simple. Our customer likes it simple. These type of items, baskets, kiddies things, rugs, shades, most like shelves, tables, couches, some of them, like this is some of the mirrors, more of that. Then there's some kiddies items as well, like our organization for home. I think we had it once. We have some items. We need maybe more, like laundries and baskets for kiddies. Kids and babies, like babies is really not, we want to grow this business. There's a lot of opportunity coming out of babies, kiddies. Like we've got only some of the ranges are mainly bedding, but we are looking for new items. We are exploring a lot. We want to grow this business to improve it for our customers is really looking forward to this. And to finish these presentations, I just put in place a quote of ours, like a last quote from a meeting I got from our CEO. Is we always had the option of just selling, but selling with conscience is the kind of wave we choose to serve. So that's the thing as well. We want to sell, we want to have good sales, we really manage to put in place good design, good product. Our customer is happy, but we just want to make a conscious out of it. We are doing a lot of that. We don't have any PVC now in the stores. We try to manage with other type of materials, and if we can find anything that can do the less harm to the world, we are looking for that. So that's about it. We just finished. I just finished. I stop share. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much, Ms. Jordana, for your very able presentation, and let me get to know your company as well. Yes, now this session, we are into the session of Q&A. So I got some question I will ask you, and then I will let you reply and explain. Yes, let's start from the first question. This question is from Biodegradable Packaging for Environment, PLC. We are a compostable packaging from natural plant fiber. And the question is, how about the eco-friendly trend or ban single-use plastic in Latin America?
Well, the eco-friendly, we are looking at the moment for an eco-friendly packaging, and the compostable one. The only problem that we found at the moment, which we want to use that, is that sometimes needs like it has a life, like you need like maybe 6 months or maybe I
okay.
want to know more about it. That's the only problem it has. We need to know how many months do we have to use the product.
Okay.
But all in all, we would be very interested in seeing new eco-friendly packaging, which we are looking at the moment. So maybe it's not a compostable one if it doesn't have a much longer life, like lifetime. But if it's going to be like, we are really eager to look at your product as eco-friendly, or maybe some of it is coming from recycled, or is like has an impact of not like you can reuse it. All of that comes into sustainability, which means that you are not going to throw it away or do something bad for the earth, you know, or just be more conscious about it. Yes.
Yes, that's great. So that means in your company that you have the sustainability. So this you support for this, and in other company in Argentina, if there have this trend as well?
Well, it's like, you know, to Latin America, like all of this, which is probably used in Europe, like maybe a year ago, it's getting here just now. It's not that I didn't hear about it. It's not the first time. It's really well known. I think we are just starting, not us only. I think the same country as well. We've got another option. So yes, it's like what's gonna be the next step, I think.
Yes, so it will be the opportunity for the exporter from abroad.
I think so. Yes, if you just manage to have the quota, and if you're a company that has like many employees and stuff, as I was telling you, like they give you more money to import if you just manage to have everything in order, and then you are like a big, not big company, that you have like a balance. But I think yes, it's mainly, I think it's going to be an opportunity for those who have sustainable type of packaging, bags, anything.
Thank you very much for your answer. So we go to the second question. The question is, what is the trend for zero waste on personal care product? Can you reply for this?
Can you repeat that one? For zero?
What is the trend for zero waste, like on the personal care product?
Oh, I personal care. It's personal care product.
Yes.
Well, I don't do any personal care products, like meaning creams or stuff like that.
For this question, maybe we could skip for this question. อันนี้คำถามข้อนี้ต้องขออนุญาตข้ามนะคะถ้าหากเป็นสินค้าชนิดอื่นนะคะถ้าไม่ได้ตรงกับทางผู้นำเข้าอันนี้เราอาจจะขออนุญาตข้ามนะคะ And well, like for last year that the COVID-19 pandemic happened, and how the COVID affect you? Does you have got the online, or how can you survive with the big wave of pandemic?
Okay, well, I told you a bit of in my presentation.
Yes.
Like we've been, we have the lockdown in March, 18th of March, 2020. Yes. I was at the office, and everything was like, okay, you go home. I thought I was going to go back next week, and it didn't happen that way. So we had to stay home. Okay. I think Arredo survived very well. At the very beginning, we were like, I think the whole world was really on a sort of panic, because we didn't know what was going to happen. We'd never been on a pandemic like this. It's the first time.
Yes, of course.
The world's going on through that. Maybe we are used to now, but at that point in time, we thought China was so far away, we're not going to have it. And then the wave came to side, and we had a tsunami. So yes, the first month our sales were like maybe 50% or maybe less than that. maybe
Oh, okay.
online business was our 100% sales were coming out of an online business that wasn't
Yes.
up to that. Our to an online business that was really, really developed. So that COVID managed, put us into that point that we said, okay, we do it right, or we're gonna lose it. So we spent 2 months in lockdown, no physical stores open, and we managed to grow the business a lot. And after that, when the stores were open, people were queuing outside of our stores. So
Wow.
basically, yeah, I remember that because that was the first I was out, and because we were home, they
Yes.
opened. We managed to open our stores. Even clothing stores were not supposed to open. They were closed already. I know, like if you can see, that's across the world. Like clothing, like I was in New York City about a month ago. All clothing brands are closing down stores like badly. And because physical stores are like really, really big, and it's a lot of spent out of that, which is not coming out of sales. But home business, it's growing because people are in the home.
Wow.
So I think,
Amazing
and
on
as a
you.
brand, yes, and as a brand, we are the only one in Argentina at the moment that this big. So then after 2020 ended up to be a really good year for us. We
Yes.
managed to, yes, we had to reinvent ourselves. We changed our entire like way of doing things. That's why
Okay.
we believe in the omni-channel type of getting into customers. That's the only way
So
out.
that means that your company would survive with the new normal of lifestyle for the last year. Oh yes,
Yes.
we go back to the first question, and we got the answer. The shelf life is 5 years of storage. The question is about the eco-friendly trend and brand single, and the company said the shelf life is 5 years for the product. Like
5 years.
previously that you explained like how long for the material that can stay, and the company reply us the shelf life is about 5 years. Excuse me, can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ria, yeah, I heard you like, sorry, the compostable items are about 5 years long. That's what you were telling me?
Yes, the shelf life is 5 years.
Okay, 5 years, it's fine. Because there's some items in the market, the compostable ones that are about 6 months old. Like that's the only thing. So
Okay.
it was a kind of short. Sometimes you need to be like maybe put in shelves, even though I don't want to have 6 months worth of stock.
Yes.
Sometimes it happens because some items don't sell as fast as you want to. But 5 years, it's more than enough. I hope.
Okay.
Yeah, so good.
So that would be the opportunity for this company if they would like to export the eco-friendly materials.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And I want to
Thank you
see the
very
whole
much.
range, maybe not compostable, maybe there are other items.
Yes, right. So we go to the next question. Have you ever purchased or have some business with the Thai product or Thai company in your store? Can you give an example?
No, I don't have any Thai products in my store. That's why I'm here, and that's why I attended 2 fairs already. I'm going to attend the next one, the Marche, the next one. I already signed up for it. I love Thai products. Sometimes it end up being a bit expensive, or maybe the suppliers that I've been going to. So I see there's a lot of opportunity. I have some baskets from Bangladesh. We import from China, from India, from Brazil, are our main origins. But I never bought anything from Thailand. And I think you have amazing products that can manage I think that they could go into my assortment. So that's why I show you the business opportunities that I have in my stores, and I show you how they look like so that you can see what it can be of my interest. And that's the
Yes.
most important thing.
Thank you very much. So it would be the big opportunity for Thai exporter if it would like to export to Argentina. Yes, and the next question is, we have not seen much item on your store made from plastic. We are wondering if you would have any requirement for plastic houseware, like or in-store basket or bin like this.
Well, I heard plastic houseware, right?
Yes.
Okay, we do have some items in plastic. They sell well, and maybe some plastic comes out of, like, sometimes even we can do some. I would like to have some maybe recycled plastic, or the one that you got, maybe it's not recycled, because the not recycled plastic lasts longer, which is more sustainable sometimes.
Yes,
I know it's better. So yes, I am really interested in those items as well. The thing is, China has loads of them. So sometimes it's competitive. It's not competitive. That's the only thing. Like, China has loads of plastic items, you know. So let me tell you that the thing is, like, I would love to buy from you guys, but you need to be very competitive.
That's right. Thank you.
Maybe there's different, even if maybe it's a different item, it's good, but just keep that in mind. It's very important for me, for Arredo.
Thank you very much for your idea. And the next question is about the food, and it's about like drinks. Like, does Argentina strongly like tea or coffee for drink?
Yeah, we do that, but we don't sell any tea or coffee in our stores. We don't even to buy products that are in touch with food, like maybe a cutting board. It's sometimes even, it's kind of a challenge for me. Food is, at the moment, is out of my mind, because I rather we are, I mean, in a short time, we probably need to start looking for these flasks or travel mugs that I like a lot, and then go for home, because we normally do one have for our car, or we just use it around the house because you are maybe in your backyard. But I'm not like really looking for food. And for kitchen items, like the things that are in touch with food, is also going to be longer, because it needs, as I was telling you, the non-tariff barriers are those ones, because I can bring that into the country. The government is telling me, you can bring anything you want. And then if you want to bring it in, you need to go put a cutting board and send it to a lab to make a lot of examinations. And then whatever, spend money is okay, but then you need to get the license. At the end of the day, maybe it takes a lot of time. So those are the challenges that we are mostly have the problem by bringing those items. They have like longer time. But that's why I was telling you about my business, because 85% comes out of home textiles. That's what we sell normally. The opportunities are, for me, in the other items that I can't buy in the country, which are non-textiles, all of them.
Okay, thank you very much. And the next question is it possible for air fresh, eco-friendly, made from 100% nut pear root to sell in your country? Like, or in your store?
The air fresh is the
air fresh
one that you can, that one that you plug in with the USB.
Maybe it's, I mean, like they just mean like a spray or like the perfume.
This one.
The air fresh.
This one like this?
Yeah, like this. Yes.
Oh, the spray or this one?
I mean, like they mean just the liquid, so we can use it in.
Okay, I mean, I do have the ones of home linen spray. We buy it locally. Maybe we can import it. I don't know. We have to make a research on what is to bring it in. What are the type of, because Now, I never imported that product, even this item. I know it's not electrical because it's electrical, but it's used. This type of product I would like to go into, so I am trying to do some more research about it. So I thought you were talking about that. But we are not big in selling any of those items anyway. We want to grow the business.
Oh, okay, right. Thank you very much. And the next question for you today is, like, after the session is done, if the exporter would like to contact you, can they have your email, please?
Yes, I've seen that one of my buyers, Mariana, just sent my email on the chat. So there you got my email.
Yes, right. Thank you very much.
J Brunero at Arredo.com.r. That's my email. So thanks, Mari.
Yes.
I like everyone is very listening to me. Good.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now we are done on the question. Like, is there any question from the attendees? มีท่านไหนต้องการสอบถามคำถามเพิ่มไหมคะเกี่ยวกับตลาดอาร์เจนตินาค่ะค่ะมีอีกหนึ่งคำถามมานะคะ so we have one more question for now, like, do you sell any ceramic tableware, for example dish cup, in your store?
Okay, we are buying it from local suppliers, as I was telling you about the food contact. Yes, but right. If you've got any tableware to send it to me, I would like to see it and check. Anything that's new for me, we have to do a research. Maybe it's going to take longer than buying textiles, but yes, it goes very well with our stores.
Yes, so like the exporter would have the opportunity to send you the profile, so you will you will take a research on it. ค่ะท่านไหนต้องการที่จะส่งข้อมูลเกี่ยวกับสินค้าหรือบริษัทไปให้กับทางผู้นำเข้านะคะสามารถส่งข้อมูลไปทางอีเมลได้ค่ะค่ะและคำถามข้อถัดไปนะคะ The next question is, for decor item are the most attractive thing that Argentinian interest?
Okay, I mean, I can tell you about what they are interested in Arredo, because I tried many things. No, but I know what it works. Like any type of item that has, I mean, we don't do decor items like they don't have any use. We do I'm sorry. We do flower vases. We do mirrors. We have small furniture, any small furniture, even though if it's like photo frames, any small type of decor, but it has a use. Like a photo frame, you put a photo of the mirror, you look at yourself in the mirror. But okay, if it's even a tray, small trays, we are looking for a lot to do the what is like work from home type of thing. That maybe the stands for the computer. Like there's a lot of decor items that can manage to be useful at home that has a use. So those are the ones that we are normally good at selling them. Like we even though I try to put more like a gold kind of stuff, maybe, I don't know, it's a bit complicated, but if it's nice and is much of the look of the stores, we can do stands for like serviettes, I mean napkins, sorry, serviettes is an English word, or maybe French, and then maybe for the home, like even dish trays. We, at the very beginning, before COVID, I remember I used to bring a 40 high cube of bamboo items, small items, like even hangers, and they used to be like slow movers. But now, because people are at home, anything that can be useful, nice to see, and not like you can even candles, or even the place where you put anything inside, whatever, maybe cotton or maybe things in the bathroom that can organize your home. Like those type of decor items work really well for us.
Okay, thank you very much. And the next question is, where do you set your brand positioning in the market? Like them in the premium market or elsewhere?
I would say it's an LSM between like maybe four and 8. Let's put it that way. And then we got like, it's not like in the premium, even we do like duvet made out of like maybe 50% of duvet done and stuff. We do have some premium stores. Like our premium stores are mini stores. We do have, that's why we have a wide range of ages and LSMs, but that's a small market. It's really small. So we have a wide range. I'm not getting out. I mean, I really need those items as well. So sometimes what I do with suppliers is like, yes, let's do the duvet, or let's do something that is really for a premium market. But then we can manage to do some medium to up market, and we stop at medium. But our LSM stands like we have not the lowest quality. We don't, any item in our market is quality item. Even the cheapest item that we do have is made out of a microfiber sheeting bales. We have our sheeting bale pack of maybe 90 GSM microfiber. So it's not cheap stuff. That's our cheapest. Right. So, but it's not like we sell a lot in the premium market. We are just one step below that. Yes. And then we are not in the cheapest. So we have that wide variety between middle class and middle up range middle class. Let's put it that way.
Yes, right. So like that means you make the product valuable for the spend of the customer. That's right. So that doesn't have to be the pricing, doesn't have to be the low price, but have to be valuable.
Exactly. It's like, it's value for money. Sometimes, right. Like I do want to have those items because there's a customer that comes and wants something really good. I mean, yeah, some other customers might not be able to pay for them, but I want everybody to be pleased. Let's put it that way. So we have like sheeting of 600 thread count. We do have 100% cotton items. We do a lot of those things. Maybe it's not our biggest market because our biggest market comes out of other items, but I do have that customer in some of my stores.
Oh, okay. That's right. Thank you very much. And like, may I go back to during the pandemic, like that you can survive your big wave of the pandemic of COVID-19. Like the question is how you can, like, because like many companies have to close or have to pause and or even have an online channel. Like, can you give the specific idea that you really do on it? Like just a specific one.
Of how we survive.
Yes, how you survive. Yes.
Okay. Well, we mainly what we did is, I'm just trying to remember actually to give you a right example, but
yes, like it's your lifestyle, how you share during your work.
What we did, it's at that point in time.
Yes.
We actually had this much money, and we didn't know if that was going to last for like 5 years in our stores. I mean, in our stock, or it's going to last 5 minutes. But what we knew is like we never stopped our purchases from our suppliers. We never stopped them. We had a lot of them. So we send them to an area that's a free duty area, which we didn't pay, like we call it sort of like guide, trying to find the word of what is to put it in a place that you don't pay the duties for it for a while, some of it. So waiting for what was going to happen. But we didn't like cancel any orders overseas or local suppliers. We just needed to say, okay, let's stop here and wait for our sales to come. Then the sales were coming, and so we started just putting everything on I told you, we just any penny that we spent by them was like, okay, if we got 1 penny, we're going to put it in cheating or betting. That was our main business. We were not thinking about widening our range or being in a fair bag again, or thinking of putting it into furniture. Furniture is like, for furniture and big furniture, it's about 4%, not even, like with the decor items. It's really small for us. But by then, with zero, we thought we're not going to be able to be back in business, not into that furniture business. We were in the bedding industry. So, and then our suppliers were there, because as we never canceled orders and we kept on selling, actually, the local suppliers came for us to ask us, okay, what do you need from me? So they were maybe producing something else. And actually, we developed a lot of them, because they were maybe selling whatever, maybe clothing, and they bathrobes, and suddenly they find themselves like reinventing their company. So yes, was like, I think a point, like a breaking point for everybody. I think it's not here in Argentina, probably in Thailand was the same, because you have to be up to what the customer needs. And
yes,
probably
like you have to seek for the new opportunity.
Of course, and to change yourself, because the world changed a lot in the past year. It's not for Argentina. Right. Everybody stays at home or goes to the office less than they used to go. Factories maybe still need their workers to go, but for what is me, I'm working from, I'm home because it's almost midnight. Right. I'm here at the same place all day long. So you guys have the pleasure to see me, I think, in a much better way than in the morning.
Okay, but like after I talk to you, I feel like you are really an opportunity seeker. And when you work from home, how do you make yourself fresh? Like keep yourself fresh, or like help other people find a solution on their own business during the pandemic?
I think you need to reset yourself. I mean, it's all about, you need to reset, because I think we, at one point in time, we were all like worried, because we didn't know what was going to happen, if we were going to lose our jobs, if where was going to finish, or if it was going to be another pandemic and it was going to be like the end of the world. I wasn't thinking about that, but I think at one point in time, we were a bit scared, all of us. So, I mean, like, you have to, I think that the freshness of all the items that we have in the stores is that we never stopped creating trends. Like now I just came from a trend trip, but that point in time, I was looking at trends in a website. And the thing is, like, trends were not changing that fast, because even probably in the trendsetters like New York, London, or Milan, they weren't changing as fast, because they were closing down, people were dying. So I think we calmed down, we reset ourselves, and Arredo was on another one. Like now we got a 30% coming out of the online business, and also we have our store into our marketplace in Mercado Libre. As I told you, Alibaba is like, for us, Mercado Libre, which is an Argentinian company, and our sales for that store that we have in Mercado Libre, it's really big, but then it didn't exist. So we needed to change, like reinvent ourselves. And that's what we did. And I think the companies that are still in the market, or just in the, let's put it in the play, in the match, are the ones that rebuild themselves. They reinvented. Actually, are the only ones that survived.
Very interesting for your sharing. Yes, and the next question is still about the COVID. Do you think in Latin America, how the situation of COVID-19 go, like for this year or few months?
For this year, the 2021?
Yes.
I found, like, let me talk about what Latin America, what I know, what in Brazil, which is like the biggest maybe industrial country. It's really like oversold at this point in time. Like 6 months ago, if you were talking to them, probably they will be dealing with the COVID and the vaccines or whatever. Well, they're not in that step anymore. They're just one step aside. Like they're like producing more than like they did before, even for the local market. So they're also like sometimes it's even really difficult for us, even it's really closer for me because I only have the production time and then it's 10 days for me to get my towels. But now it's really complicated, but because probably I don't have any production line till January 2022. So yeah, so I mean, it's a bad news for us if you are late to put an order, but then it's good for them because they are really on the ball at the moment. That's Brazil. Then Chile, I think, well, they depend on imports because they don't have really industrial areas. They depend on copper and avocado. That's what they do. So they import all textiles. So probably they are dealing now with the freight that I was telling you, the threats about our markets. It's not my threat. Products that are really low in FOB price and then are high volume items. That are the items that probably are going to have problems in the middle term if the freight are not coming down. Because if you have a freight, maybe you put 100 couches and then, of course, $12,000, it's a lot. So
Yes,
probably
right.
it's out of the market. It's not competitive. So Chile probably Chile has to deal with all of that, especially and Uruguay as well. But what they do is they don't have any duties, like 6%, 0% coming from China. So they're still going to have to import. Probably they're going to have the same things of the volume and the non-competitive items. But that's about the Latin America, I think. And then Brazil, it's probably depending on what they produce and not importing as much as they did in the past years, but because they've been growing the business with China, but probably those are not like because of the overproduction that they're doing, they're probably doing more local market than probably the exports. Then Peru is the same because they don't have any duties. Peru, Colombia also, and Mexico, it's more like, it's more also, they do some industrial, like Colombia and Mexico are more industrial. They do have some textiles, and then Peru has their cotton, the Pima cotton. But all in all, I think there's a lot of opportunities of those items that you do, guys, if they are different than China.
Oh, okay.
I think there's opportunity, yes.
Yes,
For
right.
exactly, they're not products that you can do. I mean, when I go overseas, like if you go into an anthropology store, everything comes out of Thailand, Indonesia, or whatever. There's so many different items that you can't find that in China because they don't do design, they copy everything. And you don't find that in Brazil or any Latin American country. They are focusing on other industrial things, like maybe, I don't know, textiles a little bit. Brazil do a lot of, it's more in the automotive kind of business. So yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. And during your survival on the pandemic, do you still keep selling or supplying the product on seasonal, or like you just have to like release your storage before?
No, we didn't have to do that. We don't have any, because there's some countries that if you hold the stock, then you have
Yes, right.
a lot of, like the US, like for example, you can't hold stock. They give you a lot of, you have to pay duties for that. No, we didn't have to do that. We actually thought about doing, we did some pricing in the very beginning, and then we hold on to our stock because when it started, like May came and started being cold, I remember that. And we were so happy we held those containers because we had some backup to manage to do the good sales that we did last year. So no, we didn't have a problem with it, but we held the stock. We didn't go and just leave it, like say, okay, let's do the big sale. No. We were okay. We waited. We waited and everything went out good for the full. I think the first think was the hot sale in April and May, which we thought it was going to be bad, but we sold really, really well. Like actually we were like, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, so cool for that. And like when you say you do the online channel, like or the e-commerce, what kind of platform or what channel that you usually do?
We have our main channel, as I show you, was 50% of our sales comes out of the physical stores. So we do our website. Our website is www.arredo.com.ar. That's our main website. We sell 30% out of that. That's our main one. We have one for Uruguay. That's another one with finish in UY. And then we've got we have this marketplace into the Mercado Libre, which is the biggest marketplace in Argentina. So we have our, call it exclusive store, which is premium. And we were nothing there by then. And now it's quite big.
Okay, thank you. And like, can you help the Thai exporter think about the tax income or when you import from I have what kind of
I can tell you like mainly duties that we pay. Like all textiles, basically almost all textiles besides like quilts or maybe pillows, anything that has selling, it's an 18% duty. Any textiles, it's 35 at the moment. It's quite high, but it's the maximum of the OMC, so it's fine. And then the other items like baskets, wick baskets, or some decor, they pay like 18% as well, but they don't have license. So what we can bring as many as we can is fine. We don't have any restrictions of saying, okay, you have the quota for that. We don't have any quotas. Anything that doesn't have a license, we can't bring anything because you don't need a government permission for bringing that in. And for Thailand, I think it's the same as China, probably. I don't know about the freights from Thailand. We will have to check that because I've never brought anything from Thailand, so I don't know. But they're not gonna be cheap. But if you do a different item and it's quite different from what I do have at the moment or Chinese, then probably makes sense for the order to come through, you know?
Yes, right. So should have like a unique desire for the opportunity here.
More than unique, different. In the, you know, when I show you the business opportunities that I do have, those items that I show you, they're not made here, you know? And probably I couldn't find them in the Chinese market as well. Like if you go to the Canton Fair, which I've been there like 25 times already, I've got really nice stuff, but it's not that nice. And MOQs are so high sometimes. Like I don't want to bring like 1,000 units of something because at the end of the day, like I'd rather have a wider assortment with less quantities rather than having a like small assortment with a lot of quantities. Because when you buy something, then you already bought it. So why are you going to buy it again? So, and then that's why I think there's a lot of opportunities for other countries to come through with less MOQs, different products. They don't have to be like at the moment, probably furniture doesn't have to be cheap. It has to be different and competitive. Let's put it that way.
Right. So like the key point that I listen from this is like have to be unique and have to be competitive. The price have to be valuable.
Yes. And then we'll have to see if our customer is able to pay for that, and if we see that there's an opportunity for us to bring it in, and then if everything's fine, then it's fine.
Yes, right. Thank you. And the next question is about like the overall in Latin America, like what kind of product is famous or like acceptable, not like what to say, like how is it interest, what kind of product get interest in Latin America apart from you said the bedding and the textile that you have just explained before?
Well, there's a variety of items that probably the Argentinian customer is interested in, like, but the question comes out of what the home customer or any customer in the country, what is it looking for? Any customer, what is looking for?
I think in home, like in the house decor, but a part of the bedding.
Well, that's why I put in like what for me in the country, like there's a lot of small businesses that I think we need to just try to catch, which is the kiddies and the babies and the organization of a home. That's why when you brought in the plastic thing, I mean, anything that happens to be something that you can use inside your home looks nice and helps you keep everything neat and in place at home. I think it's like the winner. Then what I'm seeing is that probably like in Argentina, let's tell you about the Argentinian, probably the one that lives in the capital city, but most of our apartments are quite small. Like people don't live in like big mansions, or because I lived in South Africa for 4 years. So I know that those have big houses. They lack big bathrooms and stuff like that. So I mean, but not in Argentina. Our apartments normally are like about 45 square meters. Like young or newlyweds or whatever you put it that way. So anything that can be useful for a small home, not enormous rugs, enormous furniture. No, organization for any lounge, any bathroom, any bedroom, storage. That's why kiddies, but kiddies what? No, there's a lot of things that you can do that you can keep a place neat and then it looks nice anyway. That's for the home. I think there's a lot of like different opportunities in that. And in Argentina, as there's the restrictions that I'm telling you, it happens to all of the people that want to bring in some of these items are going to have the same problem. So any different item that's not produced in Argentina, like flasks and tableware and stuff, yes, it's probably something that it's something that I would like to see. But if you go to any other retailers, you're not going to see a lot of them because of the restrictions. Because also for the tabletop that you were talking to me and then you were asking me, we have dumping. And that's another problem because as I was telling you, the non-tariff barriers, that's one of them. Like for any kilo of ceramic that you pay, it's about $2.50 that we have to pay. So it's quite expensive, but all the tabletop here in the country is expensive because of that. If you import it, it's expensive. And if you buy it in the local markets, it's really dull and boring. And it's also expensive. So you rather pay a little bit more and you have a nice tabletop at your table. So
yeah, thank you very much. And like that you just explained previously, this trend, is it come from because of people have to stay home, have to work from home? And then when we look around ourselves, when we just work and we see around ourselves, and we feel like we want more items. So the home decoration can grow in this section.
Yes, of course. I think, yeah, a lot. I think that's the opportunity. We didn't reach any type of roof at all. Like, well, in my case, Arredo, it's like, I think sheeting or like bedding, it's fine. We are the king of that. We are top of mind in the country. We are a sheeting seller. That's what the people comes to buy, a sheeting bale pack. Okay, with that we do it really well. That's okay, but the opportunities are not coming. The next mile is not going to be out of that. I know I have to do it among new sustainability products, new items, different things for home, even coolers, like other things. It's like people are now going into the parks a lot. Before that, you used to go buy a ticket, go to the beach, whatever, to Mexico. Now you have to stay here at home, and then probably on the weekends you go to the park.
Yes,
So
right.
the outdoor business is growing a lot as well. You go with your cooler bag or a bag, or I mean some items for your pets. Those are the things that are growing a lot, because now everybody has a pet now. I don't know. My house, they don't have kids, but they do have dogs.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, maybe it's my perception of where I live, but mostly those things are happening. You spend more time at the park. You don't gather with a lot of people now. There's no big meetings now. No, I haven't been in a birthday of more than like 8 people in the past year. So I don't think you're allowed to make a party. That's why you spend your free time outdoor doing sports. Sport business is growing so bad. Sport business is the growing business in Mercado Libre. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not going to probably buy a lot of sporting goods, because I'm not probably the best buyer for that. Maybe a yoga mat. But now that's one thing that I can tell you is like the top items that are sold in our Mercado Libre, that's more like an Alibaba type of business. Those ones are the sport goods. One of them are like the weights, mats, because people are doing sport at home. So that's a growing business as well. Yes.
That's right. So would be the opportunity for the exporter to Argentina for the sport equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, and the outdoor activity products.
Yes.
And do you think after people come back and have the normal life, and how do you survive, or how do you plan for that change? Because maybe the demand on the home decor could be declined.
Well, because I'm not really big at the home decor business, I just want to grow it. I don't think it's going to be held back, because at this point in time, I don't think we're going to go back to where we were at any point in time. Like, we are not going to go to the office like 5 days a week. Probably we're going to go 3 days a week. And then I think that's why I was telling you that the home decor items, but more into like the useful type of items, which you can see them, but at the end of the day, you can use it for other activities. Then that's what's the difference. The different tables that you can put out, down the couch or on a side, then you can use it as a side table. Those are the type of items that are selling well.
Yes.
I don't think there's going to be a decline on that.
Yes, right. That from your point of view, that means in Argentina, people would stay in the new normal, wouldn't be like previous before. So they would like have the way of life for this trend, like in the future too, right?
Well, I think it's difficult to. I'm not a guru. I don't know. I can predict the future, but I would like to. I'm sorry. I would like to tell you. I mean, that's why I do an approach of what I think.
Or it's like, because we never know what is gonna happen, and we just stay with our, like, for only that not so long. We forecast it only the short period, and then you see this trend, and maybe after the situation is stable, maybe you plan again, like that's right. So like, I mean, like for now, for the opportunity for the Thai exporter, maybe that would be the opportunity for home decor like this to export to Argentina as well, like until the some point of the way of life in Argentina, and then when it changed, they maybe have to change again and have to prepare for the change.
Yes, but I think the trend is to, when I've got a lot of suppliers that I started buying something from them, at the end of the day, I told them, okay, if you can do this bench, can you do this shelving? And they would probably tell you, okay, what do you need? And
Okay.
then you can just get up to what the customer needs, because it's not me, Jordana, trying to buy something. It's me translating what our customer wants and telling
Okay.
you, okay, I think we rather do this way because it's going to sell better.
Okay.
But I don't think at this point in time, I think there's a big trend in what the world is it's now looking for. One is technology. I think technology in any way, like any type, like even audio, like that's like boom everywhere. You want to have some technology. So technology putting into items and into the stores, because people wants to go into the store and the experience needs to be good, even when you buy something, because somebody really is nice to you and because you have something that's quick and you can be out of it and pay and then you go home. When you deliver the items also as well from our online business, you want to receive it in a proper way, and our customer wants it before, they would expect a week, and now if you don't have it, and if a customer doesn't have it in 24 hours or 48 hours, it's a problem. Or you have to tell them, okay, you like the green, the forest green couch, so you need to wait 30 days. And he's like, oh, no, because everything wants it fast. So I think logistics, technology, and being fast enough to those trends to change and being up to what the customer needs, that means you are on the ball. Then if you are not in logistics, you're not in technology, you're outdated, you don't have trends, then you're probably going to lose your business. That's why, I mean, that's the only thing that I can say.
That's right.
That's my approach. I don't think things are going to change now, because they change so much already, that I think now we're finding finally the customers that's for the future. The customer that's looking for sustainable products, the customer that wants something fast. We rather go into simple items. We don't want to be fancy, so fancy that like you get bored of that. So I think now it's going to stable, and well, I hope the freight are going to stable and come down, because we need those freight to come down, that's for sure, and the commodity prices of everything. But all in all, I think it's gonna, at one stage, it's gonna be stable, because if not, a lot of suppliers are gonna run out of business as well.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have done our last question already, and for now it's already time out, and I would like to close this session. Yes. และตอนนี้นะคะก็สิ้นสุดการถามคำถามในคำถามสุดท้ายไปแล้วนะคะไปขออนุญาตปิดการสัมมนาออนไลน์ของเราแต่เพียงเท่านี้นะคะและก่อนทุกท่านออกจากห้องนะคะรบกวนทำแบบประเมินความพึงพอใจเพื่อทางกรมจะได้นำข้อมูลเหล่านี้มาพัฒนากิจกรรมในครั้งต่อๆไปให้ดียิ่งขึ้นค่ะท่านใดที่ต้องการรับชมข้อมูลในเซสชันนี้ย้อนหลังหรือเซสชันอื่นๆสามารถดูข้อมูลย้อนหลังได้ที่ Facebook Page DITP Overseas นะคะหรือช่องทาง YouTube DITP Overseas เช่นกันค่ะหากท่านใดสนใจในหัวข้อสัมมนาต่อไปสามารถรับชมได้ตามลิงก์ที่เราส่งไว้ให้ในห้องแชทนะคะแล้วก็ถ้าท่านใดสนใจจะเข้าร่วมกิจกรรมต่อยอดการค้า DITP Overseas OBM จับคู่ขาธุรกิจเปิดตลาดใหม่ขยายตลาดเดิมระหว่างวันที่ 7-8 กันยายน 2564 นี้ท่านสามารถสมัครเข้าร่วมกิจกรรมดังกล่าวผ่านช่องทาง ditpoverseas.com ถึงวันที่ 20 สิงหาคมศกนี้ค่ะกิจกรรมนี้เราจัดขึ้นโดยความร่วมมือระหว่างสำนักส่งเสริมการค้าระหว่างประเทศในต่างประเทศนะคะจากภูมิภาคอเมริกาลาตินอเมริกาภูมิภาคยุโรปและ CIS ภูมิภาคแอฟริกาและตะวันออกกลางค่ะสุดท้ายนี้หากท่านใดยังอยู่กับเรานะคะในช่วงบ่ายของวันนี้ค่ะเราก็จะมีสัมมนาออนไลน์อีก3หัวข้อนะคะได้แก่หัวข้อโอกาสในการส่งออกสินค้าไทยไปบาห์เรน หัวข้อภาวะเศรษฐกิจการค้าของรัสเซียหลังโควิด -19 และหัวข้อสุดท้ายค่ะ How to conquest to the French market. And for now, on behalf of the ITP, I would like to say thank you very much for Ms. Jordana Brunero, the buying manager from Arredo, for this session. And thank you very much and have a nice evening.
Thank you so much, Betty, and everyone who assisted today. I'm really glad for the opportunity. So have a good day, you guys, and enjoy the seminar, the rest of the seminar.
Thank you very much. ค่ะสำหรับผู้ฟังที่ยังอยู่กับเรานะคะพบกันอีกครั้งหนึ่งเวลาเที่ยง 45 ค่ะสำหรับเซสชันนี้ขอลาไปก่อนค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ